Moving to Australia will make you less stressed about wanting to be wealthy. Before moving to Australia, I had this grand plan. I was frantic. All I could think about was how I was going to make lots of money to improve my life. And it seemed like the only option at the time. Now I live on the Gold Coast in Australia. Things have changed a little bit, but let me explain why. Let's talk about the stress of making money in the UK. Living in the UK felt really motivating to build something bigger, something that can provide for my family when that does eventually come, but it came at a cost and it was for the wrong reasons. Life in the UK made me feel like I needed to escape. Money was really hard to make and everything was so expensive, like it is in most Western cultures at the moment. And you'll find yourself always looking in the UK for the next thing. That can be very motivating to build something and to make more money and to make yourself a richer person, but it comes at a massive cost. You're not as present as you could be in the UK, and that really makes a difference when your day-to-day doesn't fulfill you fully. You get caught in the rat race. You turn up to work every day at your boring job and finish work every day in the dark, and you really just living to work. You constantly feel like you're falling behind. You're looking at friends or family and they're all buying houses, they're having kids, they're getting married, and all of that stuff just makes you poorer. You're still thinking about money. You're always thinking about money. But what if you didn't have to? In the UK, you live for 4 weeks a year, or 4 weeks of annual leave a year, where you can look forward to maybe a week off. You might go on holiday somewhere a little bit sunny, or you might book a week off in the middle of summer in the UK and find yourself stuck inside because it's raining outside. And then probably towards that end of the week that you book off, you're probably thinking about going back to work and all the stressful things. So realistically, 3 or 4 of the days you actually enjoy, and then the rest of the time off, you're just thinking about the stressful job that you've got to go back to and the life that you're not going to be able to live again. Often weekends feel like a chore, quite literally. You probably have lots of chores if you don't live with your mum and dad. And then once you've finished all of those chores, you then have to stay inside because it's wet and cold, or it's just too expensive to go out and do something. For someone that enjoys the outdoors, walking, going on runs, just spending time outside, then Australia might be the best place for you to move to. You can have a holiday here every week. Australia has changed my whole perspective on money, and I'll get back to the holiday a week in a moment. I still do want to build something bigger, but the life here lets me live whilst I do it. I go through my week and every weekend feels like a mini holiday. It's Sunday evening right now, and we've just had the most amazing 2 days, spending time at the beach in the sun, going for a surf, fishing, and it's just been so fulfilling. You start every week feeling recharged because you've had such a good weekend and you feel ready for the week that's coming. There's still that pull to make something of yourself, but this time freedom and excitement powers it. It allows you to be creative and it stops you from being scared about what will happen in the future. You're trying to make something of yourself because you want to, not because you have to. There's no urgency to get out the rat race. So why do you feel richer when you live in Australia? Day to day, you live 2 lives. You wake up, go for a surf, a coffee, catch up with mates, a walk on the beach. You then do your other bit of life, which is work, where everyone's usually a little bit more chilled. The culture is a lot more relaxed. People enjoy themselves at work a little bit more. And then you'll finish work, you might go back to the beach, you might just go for a walk in the park, go and say hi to some kangaroos before making dinner and relaxing in the evening. So even though your career probably won't change, you feel more relaxed because the atmosphere, the people and the culture allow it. Basically what I'm saying is the Gold Coast just encapsulates good vibes. The mornings belong to you and fun is actually pretty cheap. It just allows you to worry less about going out and it costing you a bomb, unless you're a big drinker. Alcohol is pretty expensive here. So what I'm saying is your life is more fulfilled, which means that you need less money to be happy. So in turn, that makes you richer. So what's this video really about? Moving to Australia will make you stress less, which will allow you to become more creative in your life choices, in your finances, your relationships, your health, but also the desire to build something. And don't get me wrong, not everyone wants to build a thing on the side. A lot of people do just want to live a fairly normal, typical life. And Australia will certainly allow you to do that, and it'll be a lot better than it will in the UK. There is one downside to living here that we've discovered, and that is that you start to dread what life might be like if you had to go back. Thanks for sticking with me for this little Sunday chat. If there is anything that you want to know when it comes to Australia, living here or living in the UK even, because I know a lot of you Aussies like to watch these videos, then just let me know, pop it in the comments below. But for now, I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.